Hey guys, Sean here. So, I read some news yesterday that made me happy. It is said and announced that Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz are returning for another Mummy movie. Why does this make me happy, you ask? Because I love the first two. Didn't really care for Tomb of the Dragon Emperor. Not just because Rachel Weisz wasn't in it, for other reasons. Like, for example, it seemed a little too convenient for the plot that Evelyn, who was never established in the first two movies, having any Chinese connection, somehow is now, because plot requires it, is somehow fluent in ancient Chinese. Also, it's convenient for the plot that Jonathan just so happens to have a nightclub in China, which happens to be the one place where Evelyn and Rick had to go to deliver the Eye of Shangri-La. I guess convenience is convenient, I guess. And the fact for a movie called The Mummy, Tomb of the Dragon Emperor, there is not really a mummy in the movie. Because the Emperor was not a mummy. But that's Tomb of the Dragon Emperor. No one cares. But I'm so happy that they're coming back for another one. Because, one, you can get the crap that was Tomb of the Dragon Emperor out the fucking window. Also, I like and even though it's not Steven Sommers directing the movie, I feel like he might be a producer on it at least, because he did write and direct the first two movies. So I have a feeling he might at least be a producer. I don't know. But the people directing it are, hold on, let me get their names right. I know it's the guys who did Screams 5 and 6, known as Radio Silence, but I don't know their actual names. Hang on, let me look. See. Their names are Matt Bartonini, Open, and Tyler Gillert. I think that's their names. Yeah, I believe that would be their names. But yeah, they're the guys who are going to be directing this new one. And honestly, having seen Scream 5 and 6, they're pretty... I think they can do a good job. They'll do a good job with this movie. You know? As far as who's going to be the writer... And hang on. Stupid flies. And says the writer is going to be someone named David Cogashall. I'm pretty sure I butchered that. But yeah, overall, I'm just so happy that Fraser and Weisz are coming back. Because, for one, I remember hearing that when Fraser did the movie The Whale a few years ago, he won an Oscar for it. And it was this whole resurgence for him because, fuck, outside of like his cameo in G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra back in 2009, he hasn't really done anything that I know of. So, good for him for coming back, I guess. For coming out of obscurity, I guess. I don't know. But still good for him. And I even heard that Rachel Weisz actually texted him, congratulations on an Oscar win. I thought it was very cool. But yeah, I just love the fact that they're coming back for this next movie. And that hopefully they can wipe that crap that was Tomb of the Dragon Emperor out of the hemisphere, I guess. I don't fucking know. Though I do hope they can also get John Hannah to return because, I mean, let's face it, Jonathan is the comic relief of the movies. Yeah, his comedy in Tomb of the Dragon Emperor wasn't all that funny, but at least he was in the movie. Because that's the thing, I think you need all three of them for this movie to work, in my opinion. Because like I said, I love the first two Mummy movies. I even enjoyed the Rock Scorpion King movie. So that's always been my preferred trilogy when watching the Mummy movies. But now we'll have a third movie, like a true definitive third movie, So it'll be a quadrilogy if you count the Rock Scorpion King movie. But yeah, like I said, I'm just so happy they're coming back. Yay! I mean, I would show you my movies that I would show you the Mummy movies that I own, but as I've said in many videos past, all my stuff is still in a storage unit. Even though I've been living with my sister for the past year. And if shit happens. But it is what it is. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here, talk about my feelings about this new Mummy movie coming. And I only can hope it gets the horrible taste of not just German out of my mind, or my mouth, whichever the phrase goes, but also wipes the way they terrible 2017 movie out of my mouth. Oh, that was a bad movie. Very bad. Sick. Okay, dokie. I just want to come up here and talk about this news. As far as if they're gonna as far as having possibly Alex, their son, from the second movie, I don't see Freddie Booth coming back. The actor who played Alex in Returns. I don't see him coming back because I think he retired from acting a long while ago. They might bring Luke Ford back from Tomb of Dragon Emperor, but I'd rather they didn't, because the least connections to that movie, the better. You know? So, who knows what they're going to do. They might... I wouldn't be surprised if Radio Silence brings in one of the actors from the Scream movies they did. Like the guy who played Sam's boyfriend, Richie. I wouldn't be surprised if he was the new Alex for this one. You know? I could be wrong, though. I don't know. But yeah, I'm just completely excited for this news. I hope it's good when it gets made. But yeah. I can't think of anything else to say other than, woohoo! See you guys.